What's up, guys? I just had a double shot of coffee today. That's the first time I ever did that. I'm not a real coffee drinker, but I took a double shot today because I got a lot of work to do, and I'm feeling good right now. I'm not gonna lie, but I got a lot of things to say, and I got some physical work to do. So I'm gonna get a few videos out here, and little quick hitters, and so make sure your notifications are on this channel because I'm shadow banned, obviously. And it's crazy because, like I said before, the people that I listen to that are like the truth tellers, I'm talking about the real truth tellers, not the, oh, we'll just touch on little things. I'm talking about people that say the things that the algorithms don't like. I never get notifications from them. You know what I mean? So I'm banned on Reddit. I try to post on Reddit. I can't do that. I'm not really into social media like Twitter and Instagram and stuff like that. I guess I should be. I'll probably get banned on those two. Who knows? But just make sure your notifications on. And if you want me to keep making these video, guys, if you're not subscribed already, please subscribe, hit the like button, comment, all that good stuff, right? So let's talk about Donald Trump here for a second, right? Now, obviously, we're coming close to who should be the president, right? I want to first touch on Donald Trump. Do I like him? Yes, I do. Do I think he's the end all be all? No. There's a few things I like about him and a few things I don't. A few things I like about him is he did a decent job. I'll give him a B plus in his term, right? But he did some things I didn't like. For instance, he printed out way too much money in 2020. I mean, look at the M2 money supply if you don't believe me. February, March of 2020. He caved in to the mandates with the masks and the jabs and stuff like that. And even though he's a strong leader and stuff like that, he caved for those people, man. I don't like that. That's why I don't mess with Kevin McCarthy anymore. He caved to the left. I don't mess with Marjorie Taylor Greene. Now again, I'm not a Republican. I'm an American, right? I read the Constitution every single day. So whoever, I don't care what party you're in, excuse me, whoever is going for our party and God and family and stuff like that. I mean, it's not party, our country. That's who I'm with. Okay. And I believe Donald Trump has a lot of self-interest. And, of course, everybody does, of course. But he likes to brag a lot. And that doesn't bother me because I know that's how he is. But I don't know if it's country first with him. I don't know if it's him, then country. I don't know what's going on with that guy. But he definitely did some things I don't approve of. I'm a conservative when it comes to fiscal policies. And none of these Republicans, except maybe for the Freedom Caucus, and that's even up for debate because I thought Marjorie Taylor Greene was part of the Freedom Caucus until she did what she did in November and backing up McCarthy, going against the Freedom Caucus, and then she signed this stupid bill. If you're not physically conservative, then you're not conservative. I don't care. I mean, I do care, about abortions and stuff like that, but that's fine. But when it comes to robbing people and robbing our kids and our grandkids, because inflation is stealing, ladies and gentlemen. The closer you get to the money printer, the more money these people are making, and they're all bought and paid for. So that's a few things I don't like about Donald Trump. I'm not going to lie. Just like when he went to East Palestine, Ohio, he flew out there and look what I'm doing, and he didn't go out there the next day. It took him a couple weeks to get out there, if I'm not mistaken. So again, there's a lot of things I like about him. I'm like 75% like him, 25% don't. All right. Let's talk about Ron DeSantis. I like Ron DeSantis, right? The only thing is, if I had to choose between him and Donald Trump, I would choose right now, as of June 2023, I would choose Donald Trump. Ron DeSantis is a mini me of Donald Trump, and we know this, right? And I think he's being very now. If Donald Trump gets in, which is likely if they don't convict him of a felon, because if you're a felon, you can't be the president, and also if they do something else to him, put him in jail or worse or whatever. The likelihood he does become president, I wouldn't mind Ron DeSantis being his vice president. That wouldn't bother me. But I will say this though, I do like what I do like about Ron DeSantis. There's a lot I like about him. He is definitely the best governor in our country right now. He is. Now the governor of Iowa is pretty good, and there's some pretty good governors around the country, but to me, hands down, the way he stood up to the mask mandates and the jabs and people going out and being a free person, I love that. I love the fact that he's banning the CBDCs in Florida. Absolutely love that. As a silver and Bitcoin stacker, we're against that stuff. And he's for digital currencies like Bitcoin. Now he doesn't know fully the difference between Bitcoin and shit coins yet. But if somebody sits down with him and he understands what Bitcoin is, I think he'll definitely be on board. So those are some things I like about him. What I don't like about him, he's kind of a rhino when it comes to Donald Trump, right? Now, again, I'm not a Republican. This is what the Republicans will call him, as a rhino, Republican in name only, is because you're taking away votes and dividing the winning side, if you will, because a lot of Americans, true patriots and Americans, they have to vote Republican because there's really no other party to go to. You can't go through the Libertarians because they're too small. You definitely can't go with the left. And more than half of the Republicans are rhinos. So where are you going to go? I mean, you got to go with the Republican Party if you really want America to change, because, as you know, Mr. GS, and you know who that is, and the guys from the World Economic Forum, the other guy, CS, right? Yeah, CS. They're here to reset the world. You know what I mean? Period. So true Americans, you kind of have to go with the Republican Party, even if you're not a Republican. And what Ron DeSantis has done in no short words or whatever, he's kind of split up the party, because a lot of people believe in what he says, because he's pretty much 95% of what Trump says, right? But instead, they're going to be dissing each other. They're going to be making fun of each other, going back and forth, and dividing the country even more. You know what I mean? We're already at the height of divide, and now Ron DeSantis is going to divide us even more. And to me, he's kind of a company man. He doesn't have a lot of personality compared to Donald Trump. He does have some personality, but not a lot, So there's a few things I like about Ron DeSantis. I just wish he would just get on board and go ahead and go with Donald Trump and stop, unless this is the plan. You know what I mean? Get everybody on board and then have them come together at the end. I don't know what they're going to do. But right now, my favorite, and I don't like backing a loser. I'm going to be honest with you about this, because he's not going to win as of now, because he's going to be, oh my gosh, he's going to be really banned and everything else. I like Robert Kennedy Jr., RFK Jr., and I'm going to tell you guys why. First of all, his uncle is one of, if not my favorite president, maybe besides, this great man, George Washington. And what they've done to that family is absolutely tragic. And that moment when the great John F. Kennedy was killed in 1963, November 1963, that changed our country forever. And it went on a down spiral. Now, we were already on a down spiral since 1913 when the Federal Reserve was made. But it really, as far as the conspiracy theories and the evilness and stuff that's going on, it really poked his ugly head out when they murdered that man. I get real sad about that. Even though I wasn't alive, I was born in 1975. My grandparents and my aunts and uncles and my dad and mom would talk very highly of him. And although I'm not a Democrat or a Republican, he's what a true Democrat was. And I believe his nephew's the same way. Also, Robert's dad was assassinated. Man, this is obviously before social media and all that other stuff. And I don't think, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. wanted to be president. He just has to be. It's almost like me at a very smaller scale. I don't want to have to be doing these things, shouting at the top of my rooftop about freedom and sovereignty and individuality and being a constitutionalist and American and a patriot and loving your country and fighting for freedom. But you have to when they mess with you. And that's what Robert F. Kennedy is doing right now. He has to stand up, and I believe in his beliefs. He has the exact same ones as his dad and his uncle. I don't believe in all the Democratic stuff, but he's not the Democrat, the Ukraine stuff and all that. I'm not with all that, but he believes in being a fiscally conservative person. Believe it or not, a Democrat does not believe in printing money. He believes in sound money. He believes in gold and silver, and he's also a big believer in Bitcoin because he knows that's the future. Now, he may be gone when it really hits, because he's, I think he's late 60s. But he understands it. He went to the Bitcoin conference and he talked about all this stuff. Again, guys, if you're a gold and silver stacker, all the stuff that you talk about with the fiscal policy and the fiat currency and the printing and the dollar dying and all this other stuff, Bitcoiners say the exact same thing, and the same thing goes for you, Bitcoiners. That's why you guys need silver, Bitcoiners. So right now, I'm for Robert F. Kennedy Jr. One of the main reasons is they don't want him in. I think they're going to try to suppress him harder than they do Donald Trump. You know, CNN won't have him on. Fox News did, because they don't want Donald Trump in Fox News. NBC did an interview with them, took out part of it because it was misinformation. He's against the shots. He's against the mandates. He's against taking away personal freedoms. And he's all about the Constitution. If you are about America and God and family, I'm with you. I don't care what damn party you're in. So right now, as of now, until I see something different, right now I'm going to go with the great John F. Kennedy's nephew, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. All right, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Who do you think should be president? Does it matter who's going to be the president? I believe there are people behind the curtain, let's just say, puppeteers and all that control this country. And obviously the one that's in now is definitely being controlled by them. But I don't believe Donald J. Trump or Robert F. Kennedy can be controlled by these people. I believe Ron DeSantis maybe could, if he's not already. So again, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you want to help the channel, please, guys, just, subscribe, hit the like button, all that stuff. You can donate to the channel because I'm doing this full time. I'm trying my best, man, to get out here and be a freedom fighter and fight for our basic human rights. And it's not all about America, even though I try to take care of America first. There's people all over the world that's losing their most basic human rights, man. And we can't let this cabal win. We just can't do it. And I refuse, man, to let this slide. And even though I'm shadow banned, I don't get a lot of views. And I do it for you guys and new people around the world. The number one reason I do it is for my kids, my grandkids. So one day when they look back, whether we win this war, because that's what it is, or lose it, they'll know where their dad and their grandfather stood. And I stood for freedom. And I know you guys do too. I'll talk to you guys soon. I love each and every one of you. And thank you so much for watching. God bless you and your family. And I'll talk to you soon. Peace and love.